Good morning, everyone, on our Facebook Live feed. It's your girl, Kavila Jones, rocking it solo today. I hope that everyone is having a great start to their day. Today is an abbreviated show, and I will be discussing the Kwanzaa plans. Um, Even though we're doing everything virtual, we still couldn't let this year go by without doing something. So just stay tuned, and I will share the details of what's happening, and I would love your feedback and I would love your participation. This is a community celebration, so I need the whole community to, be on board and to help out wherever possible with this celebration. So, again, please stay tuned and I will share the details. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Community Conversations. Happy Monday to you on this chilly day. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. I'm your host, Quila Jones, and I am solo today. And today is an abbreviated show. I will be discussing the upcoming Kwanzaa plans. As you know, Kwanzaa is a celebration of 7 principles, and each day has a different principle. And so even though we're doing everything virtually this year, I still wanted to do something. And so I have reached out to several people and organizations, and I still have a few people that I would love some confirmation from um, to help out with this event. But there are ways that the whole community can be involved. So first, I want to share with you the theme for this year. Every year, I try to come up with a theme that resonates with our culture, with our community. And so this year, the theme is for the culture, bridging the generational gap. This idea came to me over the past year, looking at some of the events that were happening around the world and how um, the younger people were starting to come to the forefront of a lot of the protests that were happening, and just other
and other things that were happening around the world. And and I don't want to say older, but again, I guess for lack of a better word, the older generation was lending their wisdom to the younger generation. And so, but sometimes there can still be this gap of, I know more than you, you don't know anything, but we all need to work together to and pull together. And so that's why I came with that's how rather I came up with the phrase bridging the generational gap. It is time for the younger generation to lead. However, they still need the wisdom and guidance from the older generation. All right. And so I have each day outlined. There's a different subject or title, and also created some hashtags to go along with each day. And that's another way that we can continue this community togetherness by each one of us putting out these different messages on your social media pages or wherever, and using these hashtags. Let's start a trend. It doesn't take much for a hashtag to start trending. And we have seen the results on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. And so I would love for us, the cities, community members of Jonesboro, or whoever wants to participate, to join in and use these hashtags. Good morning to you, Miss Linda Johnson Frazier, and to everyone else that's tuning and watching. Okay, so Kwanzaa kicks off on Saturday, December 26th, the day after Christmas. And that day is Umoja, which means unity. And the message for that day is bridging the generational gap. And so I have reached out to several people and asked them to submit up to 2-minute videos um, on how they exemplify unity and what unity means to them, and how their organization, pushes unity in the community. I know that's such a cliche. And so the hashtag for that day is hashtag Ujima, no, Umoja 365. And so we can practice Umoja, unity, 365, 24/7. It doesn't have to be a one-time thing. We don't have to wait until Kwanzaa comes around to practice these principles. All right. For Sunday, December 27th, that's Kujichagulia, big word, which means self-determination. The message for that day is we define us, setting the course for our future. And so I reached out to a particular organization to do a message for that day. And the hashtag for that day is We Define Us. And don't worry, I will post all of this on the KLEK Facebook page so you can screenshot it, copy it down for yourself. And so you can possibly prepare some messages and come up with some creative ways to use the hashtags for you and your family, your friends, whoever. Okay, for day 3, Monday, December 28th, Ujima, which means collective work and responsibility. The message is getting more done together. And again, I have someone that's going to do a message for that day. And I don't want to share the people and the organizations yet because everyone is not confirmed. Now, some of them are, but many of them are not confirmed. So I want to wait to share who they are un- until closer to a time. And the hashtag for that day, hashtag more together, and then hashtag Jonesboro Ujima. Again, collective work and responsibility. We can get more done together. We just got to learn how to work together and put egos aside. All right. For Tuesday, December 4th, no, Tuesday, the fourth day, December 29th, Ujama, which means cooperative economics. The message for that day is buying back the block, making the dream a reality again. I picked this message because, we, I'm going to say we collectively as a Black community, I'm not going to say that we're not doing anything. There are groups of people that are really making some moves, but I think that we can all be doing something. We know that in some major cities, there has been a lot of changes happening. And, we don't want to talk about those changes. We don't want to use the word, but there are some people who are speaking up boldly about gentrification, who are speaking up about these areas in different communities that are getting taken over, and they're the whole face of the community is changing. There's some parts of Harlem and other cities that had a different look, maybe 20 years ago. But due to people either moving out, getting older, just not taking care of their communities, other entities are moving in and changing it up altogether. So let's think about and collaborate on how we can buy back the block and, making our dream a reality again. That part came from, looking at documentaries and movies about Black Wall Street and this city of Rosewood way, way back in the day, and other areas that were all Black communities that were thriving. And not to go into a history lesson, but we know what happened with that. And so we can still have that today. I know there are people like in Atlanta, Detroit, those areas, but here in Arkansas and these smaller southern states, we can do things like that too. Anyway, not trying to cause any type of racial division or anything. It's just we deserve to have our own spaces. I'm just going to leave it at that. And it's not that we want to segregate ourselves. It's just that we want to have something to call our own. We want to have something to leave for future generations. And so that's my point on that. So again, Tuesday, December 29th, Ujamaa, Cooperative Economics. All right. For day 5, Wednesday, December 30th, Nia, which means purpose. The message is keeping the legacy alive. This message was inspired by, again, going back to that whole bridging the generational gap theme. Um, we need to leave a remnant for the younger generation, those of us who are in the older crowd, I guess you say, or who are the leaders of this community. We have a bunch of young people that are looking up to us and are depending on us to leave remnants, to leave a legacy. And so, what are we teaching them? What are they learning from us? What are they seeing from us? And so, it's our responsibility to leave a legacy so they can in turn leave a legacy. The seeds that we plant today will grow into the trees that will provide shade for generations to come. So, again, Wednesday, December 30th, Nia, purpose, keeping the legacy alive. And the hashtag for that day is legacy building. Good morning, Mr. Derek Coleman, and good morning, Mrs. Clary Scales. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to be reaching out to somebody. Some of y'all, again, I have a few spots that need to be filled for these messages. And so if I reached out to you, please let me know yes, no, maybe something. But I have a few people, for real people, that I need to reach out to. Okay. For Thursday, day 6, December 31st, Kuumba, which means creativity. The message for that day is a beautiful remnant. Um, and the hashtag for the day is creativity remains. It is also our responsibility, not just to leave a legacy, but to leave our communities better than we found it, leaving them better for the next generations to come. So, what are you doing to make improvements in your community? And creativity goes beyond, just arts and music and dance and things like that. It's again, what are we doing to beautify our communities? What are we doing to make it a pleasant place to live? What are we doing? What foundation are we building for the next generations to come? So those are some things that will be covered in that message. And I do have someone secured for that. And for Friday, day 7, which is January the 1st, New Year's Day, the principle is Imani, which means faith. The message for that day is the struggle is not in vain. And I do have someone um, selected for that topic. And the message overall will cover yes, we've struggled as a people. Yes, we face hardships, challenges, whatever you want to say. However, the struggle is not in vain. All of our work will pay off in the long run. And so, again, it's all about going back to the thing for the culture, bridging the generational gap. What messages, what remnants, what legacy are we leaving for the younger generations? And when I say younger, even those in their 20s need some inspiration. And then even the babies that are under 12, they're looking up to us. as leaders in this community. So what remnants, what legacy are you leaving behind? And we want to let them know the struggle is not in vain. Yes, it may look bleak at times, it may look hard, it may feel hard, but it's not in vain. Everything we're doing has a purpose and it's going to pay off in the long run. We may not be the ones that reap the benefits of it, but it's going to pay off in the long run. And the hashtag for that day is we shall prevail. No matter what comes upon us, we as a people have always risen above. Yes, again, we face our own hardships and trials and tribulations, but the struggle is not in vain. And hashtag we shall prevail. So, again, that's the plan for the virtual Kwanzaa celebration for 2020. I want to thank Legacy Kale for giving me the opportunity to plan these events. This will be the third one. The first one was inspired by our two volunteers. Um, who worked for the city of Jonesboro through the Miracle of Vista program. I will always give Chelsea and Dante credit um, for helping, for spearheading and pushing me, towards planning, hopefully really great, engaging events. Last year the weather was a little icky, and so not many people came out, but it was still a great event. And I appreciate each and every person that came out and supported in any shape, form, or fashion that they did. So, unfortunately, this year we could not do an in person celebration, but that's okay. We're going to see where we are next year and keep the ball rolling. But again, we can still do something. We can still bring that togetherness, even though we're apart. So, again, I'm going to just quickly run through the themes, the messages, and the principles. And if you would like to learn more about Kwanzaa, Google is your friend. There are so many websites that break down each principle, um, that help you relate to what it means. Um, so again, Google Kwanzaa principles and do your own research. Make it a family affair. Um, start having more purposeful conversations within your friend circles and start talking about these principles and how you can incorporate them 365, 24/7. These principles were derived from the African culture and they are Swahili in nature. And so these are principles that people in those villages all over Africa live by. And we can apply them here. We may not know exactly where we're from, but these principles can apply to everybody's life. So, again, just quickly running through the theme for this year is for the culture, bridging the generational gap. Saturday, December 26th, which is day one. The principle is umoja, which means unity. The message is bridging the generational gap. Hashtag umoja 365. The second day, Sunday, December 27th, Kuji Chagulia, self determination. The message for that day is we define us, setting the course for our future. Hashtag we define us. Day three, Monday, December 28th, Ujima, collective work and responsibility. The message is getting more done together. Hashtag more together. Hashtag Jonesboro Ujima. And that really resonates and rings loud and true back March of this year. I want to say it was March of this year. This year has felt so long. March of this year when the tornado hit, the community stepped up, stepped out, came together and helped out the residents that were affected by the tornado. So I know that we can continue those efforts. It doesn't have to be a major or tragic event that happens. We can do collective work and responsibility every single day. Okay. Tuesday, December 29th, which is day four, Ujama, cooperative economics. Message, buying back the block, making the reality a dream again. Making the dream a reality again, sorry. And hashtag Ujama 2020. We have so many small business owners, Black business owners. We need to start supporting those people. Support those who support you as well. Um, don't forget to pay it forward, pay it backwards, pay it all around. Let's take care of each other. Let's look out for each other. Okay. Wednesday, December 30th, which is day 5. Nia, which means purpose. Message: keeping the legacy alive. Hashtag legacy building. What are we leaving behind? What remnants are we leaving for the generations to come? Day 6, Thursday, December 31st. Kuumba, creativity. The message: a beautiful remnant. Again, what are we leaving behind for the generations to come? Are we leaving our communities better than we found them? Are we leaving them dilapidated and torn down, run down, with all hope lost? Let's leave something positive for the generations to come. And day 7, Friday, January 1st, what a way to bring in the new year with money, which means faith. The message is the struggle is not in vain. Hashtag we shall prevail. No matter what it looks like, what it feels like, it's going to get better. It will get better. And the things that we struggle with and endure now will again leave a lasting remnant, leave that, keep that legacy going. All these messages tie in together. And I hope that you all participate. Even if I haven't reached out to you personally, this is my call to action to you right now in the community. Please reach out to me and Kelly K if you would like to participate in any one of these messages. Um, we can always use, you know, more people. This is about us, the community of Jonesboro. It's not about Kelly K. It's not about Quabila. This is about us, the community of Jonesboro. So if your organization would like to participate in recording an audio or video message, please let me know. The deadline is December 19th, preferably, which is this Saturday, but I know that that's only a week away, less than a week away. I will take everything up until December 23rd because I really want to have time to edit, organize, and put all these messages together so they can roll out on December 26th. I won't be doing a live show during that week because I will be playing the messages that people send in. So please, please, please get your messages into me by no later than December 23rd so that I can have time to organize everything. Thank you all so very much for the past participation. Thank you all thank you in advance for participating with me this year. I look forward, I always look forward to Kwanzaa and Juneteenth. Those are two of my favorite events to put together and plan. And so I just thank you, everybody, for helping out. And again, today is an abbreviated show. I want to thank everyone for tuning in on our Facebook Live feed. Thank you all. Please share this message. The day is short and sweet. Sorry for my voice. But again, that's going to do it for today. And again, if you would like to reach out, my email address is Quabila, QUBILAH, at KLEKFM.org, or just inbox the Kaylee K FM Facebook page, or email klek at klekfm.org. I am your host, Khalila Jones, host of Community Conversations. I'm looking forward to next year. Also for next year, for Community Conversations, the schedule is, I'm not going to say wide open, but the schedule is open and we need to hear from you. We need to hear from these organizations. We want to know what wonderful works you are doing in the community. So please, please, please reach out. If you're my friend on Facebook, inbox me, email me. I would love to have you as a guest on my show. Everything is virtual, so you must have a video cam or phone. Sorry for the inconvenience. I apologize for the inconvenience, but we're just trying to keep safe and keep our distance. But thank you, thank you, thank you for this year so far. I know it's not over. You know, we're rounding out third, but thank you everybody so far for all the support and all the help. And I look forward to a wonderful 2021 on Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. And so thank you, Derek, for your message. He says support Kelly K. Thank you. Yes, we are a nonprofit and non-commercial entity. So all donation support are welcome as well. And all donations are tax deductible. So But again, thank you. I look forward to a wonderful virtual Kwanzaa celebration on this year. The theme again is for the culture, bridging the generational gap. So I look forward to all of your messages. Thank you all so very much. This is going to do it for today. I hope everyone has a happy Monday. Don't forget to bundle up, stay warm, and be safe. Mask up, everyone. Have a blessed day. All right. Thank you all for watching our Facebook Live feed. Um, Again, please share this message. And if you would like to be a part of the Kwanzaa celebration, please reach out to me. Thank you all. Have a great day.